The present-day realities have made us believe that the future holds nothing to look forward to. Now more than ever is the time to acknowledge our multifaceted strengths. When we boldly answer, I am, to the question, who am I? We're calling out to an explosion of beautiful affirmations about ourselves that we need to be reminded of so we can move forward with our inner compass directing us towards our ultimate goal, joy. For over 15 years, Beldiger Power Planner has been helping women create lives they love, and we're facing the impact of this crisis with all the courage we have. We have grown together in so many ways, and we know that our tribe is just as brave. The BDJ 2022 Power Planner is an invitation to show up and trust in the soulful alignment of yourself and of your dreams. BDJ will be here with you as you intuitively recognize and continue growing your greatness. You are being readied to face whatever the year has in mind, blessings or curveballs, with resiliency and humility. For a limited pre-order period, you will be experiencing your 2022 BDJ like never before, packed with a variety of inspirational items to help you go through more than just your typical journaling. Each experience kit is designed to help you sow your dreams into reality. Envision taking on new challenges with confidence and ease, because you have the tools needed to succeed. Experience the BDJ life and be who you want to be. Experience more.
Hi, and we're live. Good afternoon, Bellas. Good afternoon, everyone who's watching us right now. Ayan. Hello, ayan na si Lady Len. Hello, Lady Len. Thank you for always watching us. Is watching from Taytay. So guys, please do share where you're watching us from. So I hope you're excited para dito sa FB Live na to, and we're actually excited for this week's lineup. So I'm not sure if everyone saw our announcement about our FB Live series, but today, we're starting our Experience More Connection series. So we've lined up 4 FB Lives this week to help you look after your well-being by connecting with yourself, with nature, and with other people. So, syempre, since nasa season 3 na tayo ng ECQ, we really want something that will help you ngayon and until kahit sa mga susunod na mga araw or na mga buwan pa. It's especially those parang the initial thought about this live is how you can beat languishing through connection. So if you're not familiar about languishing, it's this state of feeling aimless and feeling joyless. Yung parang feeling mo yung parang wala kang gana or hindi mo na alam kung ano yung gagawin mo, or parang you just feel demotivated. And through connection it's one of the things how we na gusto namin ituro sa inyo. So this week, so nag-ano kami ng lineup for connection to your body. So ito yung today's episode. And then tomorrow is yung connection with your mind. And then on Thursday is connection with nature. And then the last one is connection to others. So like to a community, to your family, friends, ganon. So ayan, Derek is watching from Nueva Vizcaya. Hello, Derek. And then si Jane Lau watching from Manila. Ayan. So guys, for today's episode, we invited a special guest. So we're actually streaming on one of her pages right now sa Moment to Moment. So hello dun sa mga nanonood dyan sa Moment to Moment. Hello guys. Ayan. So we invited Kimberly Chua. So si Kimmy, she's also known as Kimmy. She's the fundamental coach at Kimmy Your Being Body. She's also the founder and lead facilitator ng Moment to Moment. So, Kimmy, ayan. So, andyan siya. Nakita ko na siya. So, I'll pass on the stage to her. So, I hope you guys enjoy this live with her and sana marami rin kayong matutunan. And please be interactive sa comments. I'm sure marami kayong makukuha dito. So, without further ado, eto si Kimmy. Hello, Kimmy.
Hello, hello. Thank you, Belle, for the kind introduction. And hello, Bellas. Ayan, exciting, as we start off our choose day. Ayan, we choose
So,
to connect, and experience more today. Exciting yan.
yes. So, thank you,
Mm.
Kimmy. Iwanan na muna kita dyan. So, ikaw
All
na muna
right.
bahala. Yay! Thank
Thank you,
you!
Belle. Ayan. So, as we begin today's practice, ang tatandaan lang natin na three letters would be ABC. So, di ba, back to basics tayo today. So, ABCs of experiencing more by connecting through our body, no? So, the first is A. So hello, Jane. Ayan. So, as we start with A, we're going to connect to awareness and appreciation. So, we ask ourselves, sabi nila, meron daw tayong dalawang favorite moments in our lives, or places in our lives. That would be the past, o kaya naman parang, take me back to this time, o kaya naman the future, kung saan parang, okay, ito yung goal ko, no? Pero minsan, nakakalimutan natin yung here and now. And diba, when we do a little bit of wordplay, we say, diba, parang we say, we're in the present moment or meron tayong gift, no? The present moment as a gift. And so today, we'll explore ways, how do we allow ourselves, to be more present? Yung nandito talaga tayo. Kasi diba minsan, a number of times, marami tayong iniisip, no? Tapos parang, okay, narinig natin yung sinabi nung friend natin, pero, talaga bang, talaga bang narinig natin, or are we fully there, or our minds are somewhere else, so how do we use the connection to our bodies to allow us to be here and now? And so most of the time we have a lot of thoughts talaga, going on in our mind, and that is ultimately for our survival. So meron tayong tinatawag na fight, flight, or freeze mode, diba? Sometimes when we start to feel a little bit agitated, parang we tend to crunch up and say, okay, we either freeze for a moment, observe, or maybe try to avoid it, So today, let's explore those different ways. So the first thing is, diba, baka napapansin ninyo when there are kids around, or when we were younger, when we watch a horror movie or medyo may scary na parang sound effects, we tend to tremble or we shake a little bit. And so let's do that together. We're going to do a shake it off exercise. So you can do this while sitting down or standing up. All right. I'll invite you to do this motion with your arms or your hands. So it's like creating tiny waves and shaking your fingers and your hands like this. And then we will combine this with a syllable. So we're going to say shh, 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 parang sprinkler lang, So imagine that you're letting go of any tension that you may be feeling in the body, or parang pag minsan parang nangangalay na, or yung neck natin or yung shoulders, all right? So just moving the body around, all right? So while saying shh, 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 woohoo! All right, feel free to move the feet and legs forward and around, as you do this. Great. And so just noticing how that makes you feel and giving ourselves permission to let loose and let go. All right. So as we begin our practice today, I'd like to pull out an intention card, from the Dare to Be Grateful deck. So let's see. And I invite you to also set your own intention. So maybe that can be any particular goal that you have this week or any virtue that you would like to have. So how I like to pull my cards would be I just randomly shuffle it, and then I will pull from my non-dominant hand. So connecting to our intuition, kumbaga yung gut feel natin, right? So the card that I got says, the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Woohoo! So maybe if you can share with us in the comment section, what are you celebrating today? That it's Tuesday. Woohoo! So what is it that you're celebrating today? And I feel for today, I'd like to celebrate each and every one of you, no, acknowledging and recognizing your own presence, our presence as a gift. All right. And also celebrating the gift of our body and our health. All right. So feel free to share that with us. We'd love to hear from you. And at this point, so here we have from Rosh, no? Celebrating that I wake up healthy again. Yes. Each waking day, each waking moment, no? We are able to take a moment to celebrate that. For Lady Lan naman, celebrating that I'm alive and healthy. Yes. The fact that we are breathing, and today we are going to connect to that, no? We'll explore some techniques that will allow us to ground ourselves and give ourselves some head space and some breathing space, no? Literally. Right? So thank you for sharing. And so first things first, as we connect to that sense of celebration and experiencing more connection this week, no, throughout this week, we are going to invite you to set your hand, one hand, so your palm, one hand to the heart where you can feel your heart beating, and one hand to your belly. So that's a little bit above your belly button. Alright? Kung saan nararamdaman natin madalas yung butterflies in our stomach. Alright? So that is the seat of our courage, and our heart would be the seat of love, no, and compassion. Alright? So option to keep your eyes open or closed. Alright? So just staying here, and whenever we feel a little bit agitated or maybe overwhelmed, no, or maybe when we're excited, we can do this position, hand to heart and heart, a hand to belly, right? And just staying here, slowly connecting to the breath as you inhale, noticing how the belly expands. And as you exhale, noticing how you are slowly connecting to that compassion for yourself and that sense of relaxation. Breathing in and breathing out. Deep inhales and exhale. Great. So this is just our first step, no? Going for awareness and appreciation for what already is. And slowly placing our hands down. All right. And I invite you to share with us that intention that you may have, or maybe a wish or that particular vision that you have for this week. So you can write that down on your planner, or maybe share with us in the comments, no? So we can use this format. For this moment, I am blank. So that can be I am patient, I am calm, I am joyful. Maybe it could go I am excited, yeah, or I am driven. Okay, so whatever that is like for you, feel free to connect to that and join us as we explore that. And so the next, so that's our A, no? Really connecting to awareness and appreciation. Next is B. So that is the breath and the body. So we have here, no, from Rosh, for this moment, I am at peace and contented. And when we say this over and over again, no, next thing we know, it goes towards our subconscious, and it's something that we bring with us with less effort, no, and with much more ease. And so it is really connected, no? What we, and later on, you'll see how when we move, when we stay connected with the body, it also affects different aspects of our lives. So we have also from Jane, for this moment, I am determined. Really having and connecting to that sense of determination and grit. Thank you for sharing. For Lady Lan naman, for this moment, I am blessed. No? Really opening up, coming from last week, diba? Experience more abundance, really claiming and knowing that we are in this space, we allow this to continue to expand. And so as we go on, I have a quick question, no, for everyone here. What is something that we all share as human beings that no one had to teach us? So walang nagturo sa atin, pero kaya natin siyang gawin. So once we were born as babies, maybe whether we're from whatever part of the country, no? Or whatever part of the world even, or the universe rather, di ba? So what is one thing that we know how to do? Maybe some of you have some shares of observations. Ano kaya ito, no? So while I'm waiting for answers, Angel shares, no, I am flourishing. Yes. So thank you, Belle. Yes, I have a few observations here, no? Breathing. No, something that we all share. Uh, First thing, diba, before we even cry, we are able to breathe first, no? We have here loving as well. Yes, we are able to express that emotion that we are innately good, no? And we also feel emotions. So we know how to giggle, we know how to feel cold or maybe tremble pagka malamig, diba? And so we allow ourselves to feel our emotions. We also cry. And so all of these, recognizing all of these emotions, no? So thank you for sharing that. And babalik tayo, no, to that one thing that we all know how to do, which is breathing as well. We will allow ourselves to ground with the breath. So together, the first type, so we'll learn 3 different types of breathing today. The first one is called equal parts breathing. So as the name explains, no, we're going to inhale for 4 counts and then exhale for 4 counts as well. So let's set up a little bit. Let's roll our shoulders forward, upward, and back, exaggerating the movement, forward, upward, and back. Reversing that, backward, upward, forward, backward, upward, forward. Great. Placing our hands on our lap, palms facing up if you feel that you need more energy for this afternoon. Palms facing down if you'd like to connect to that sense of groundedness and calmness today. So whatever that is for you, recognizing that. Next would be our eyes. You can keep your eyes open, half masked, so slightly closed, or closing your eyes altogether. All right, and we'll slowly breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick pause. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick pause. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, notice how you're filling up the lungs, air passing through your nostrils. And as you exhale, notice how the air travels back through your nose tracks and back to the environment. Breathing in with a faint smile. And exhaling, sighing it out. Breathing in and breathing out. And just noticing how this feels for this moment. Changes ahead, we're going to our oceanic breathing. So bringing both of our hands up like this, covering our ears. All right, so if you're wearing earphones or headset, we'll take it out for a bit, just for 3 rounds of our breath. Listening to our breathing. Sabay-sabay tayo. Bring your hands up, covering our ears. Inhale, round 1. And exhale. Round 2, breathing in. And breathing out. Round 3, inhale. And exhale. And slowly opening your eyes if they were closed. Bringing your hands down. And maybe you can share with us in the comments, how did that experience go for you today? How did it feel to connect to the breath? And so it can go, sometimes we may feel, today I feel a bit distracted. Or maybe, today I feel calmer. Or maybe today I noticed that this is how my breath sounds like pala, no? So feel free to just label or name how is that observing your breath for the day. Yes, so thank you, Belle, for sharing. No, naalala ko huminga. Minsan, di ba, meron ba tayong mga experiences na parang we're so into the zone of maybe sending a message or crafting this next email. Tapos parang yung feeling na, shucks, huminga na ba ako? Or this is how it feels like, no, to breathe. And so, this is why we have certain expressions, di ba? Na, oh friend, hinga ka muna, no? Or kailangan ko yata munang huminga, no? So, reminding ourselves that we are allowed to connect to our breath, no? So, we have different observations here. So, for Trace, yeah, thank you for sharing. Feeling a bit staggered for today, so connecting it to the observation, maybe we're feeling stress, no, in this moment. And so our breathing patterns can also show us certain signals, no? Okay, is it time to slow down a little bit, or maybe is it time to recalibrate for a moment? No? So thank you for that openness with sharing with us. It really starts with awareness, no, and connecting to our bodies through the breath. So for Rosh naman, feeling composed, no? And this is also something that performers, no, and yung mga nasa orchestra, no, ginagawa talaga nila yung mga breathing technique, no? Even the athletes, no? This is something that they do to condition themselves as well. And so we also have from Micah, it helped me pause and pay attention to the present moment. Sabi nga nila, our attention is currency. And so, how do we shift, no, our monkey mind, kumbaga? Di ba, talaga yung mind natin maraming iniisip, pero we also have that power to pause and be here in the present moment. So, thank you for staying here with us. For Lady Len naman, ayan, today we'll explore more techniques to feel more relaxed as well. And for Jane, feeling refreshed, no? At gentle reminder na rin, no, to take a sip of water. And let's stay hydrated always, o diba? Great. And at this point, this is also our mini alarm set, no? Dahil medyo 20 minutes na tayo in our live today. Together, let's practice the 20-20-20 rule, no? So let's care for our eyes, maybe looking away around 20 feet, no, to any object, looking at it for 20 seconds. So let's count down together. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely, everyone. Thank you for joining me in that quick eye break, no? Really giving ourselves that chance to relieve any eye strain that we may be feeling. Yan. So it's important, no, that we care for our eyes, allowing us to see, no? So hi, Emmeline. Thank you for joining us, no, for this pause. Woohoo! And shout out, hi, Nico. All right. So we also have, no, our quick body scan. And so when we do a quick body scan, we can do this anytime within our day, except when you are driving or maybe when you're in transit. So we can do this when we're more relaxed, or maybe in the middle of our day, setting an alarm. A body scan is basically checking in ourselves, no? Literally from head to toe. So para tayong yung bioscanner sa mga, or parang CT scanner or MRI machine na, parang we're going to go through from one body part to another. All right? So let's try that together, no? I'll be guiding you through some prompts wherein you'll take notice of different parts of the body. And whenever something comes up, just simply take notice of it. So, and giving that sense of thanks, no? Kaya naman, okay, so this is what I'm feeling, noticing it, and labeling it for that moment. For some, maybe, okay, it feels light, or maybe it feels that there's a little bit tension here, or maybe observing. Sometimes, like for example, sa tummy natin, minsan nag-grumble na, no? So maybe it's telling us na, merienda time na ba? Diba? So let's try that together. Again, let's sit up straight. Imagine that there is a book on top of your head that more or less gives us that straight posture. All right. And having a faint smile on our face. And slowly, I'll invite you to do a quick body scan. No? So let's start first from the feet or the heels, no, from the ground and going up. Okay. So just sitting up straight, sitting comfortably here as you connect to your feet. So notice how maybe when you're seated down, notice how your feet is touching the ground. Becoming aware of how you are rooted, of how you are safe here in this moment. Giving thanks for our feet, for carrying our weight and bringing us, allowing us to explore and go to different places. Allowing us to move, no, and set ourselves into motion. Slowly transitioning to our ankles. We may not notice sometimes, no, but we use our ankles as well for the motion, that joint, no, for the motion of tiptoeing, or maybe when we need to reach for something. And so noticing how the ankles are feeling for today. Bringing our attention to our shins and our knees. Again, allowing ourselves for some mobility. Sometimes we may feel a little bit of cracking by the knees, so just noticing that and becoming aware. Slowly bringing our attention to our thighs. Noticing our sit bones and our glutes or our buttocks. How we are touching the surface of our seat or chair, whether that's a couch or any surface. No? Becoming aware and noticing that. Slowly bringing our attention to our lower back. How does the lower back feel today? Giving ourselves that sense of stance, no, and really bringing ourselves together, our spine, no, and slowly bring our attention to our belly, our tummy, noticing how it feels for today. Slowly bring our attention to our chest area, becoming aware if there's any tightness or maybe just neutral. That's perfectly fine as well. Slowly bring our attention to our shoulders. Sometimes we may feel that even if we're not carrying anything, no, parang medyo mabigat o kaya naman medyo nangangalay, no. Alright, how about our neck, our arms, and our hands, and slowly our facial muscles as well. And the space in between the eyebrows, slowly smoothing that out. And slowly bring our attention to the top of our heads. And going through that quick body scan, noticing if there's any particular experience that strikes us the most for the day, and just staying with that, honoring and respecting that. And yet, taking a look at our bodies as a whole, no? Noticing this vitality and our health, no, overall. Again, slowly breathing in and breathing out. All right. Maybe we can give each other a high 10 wave. So bring our hands up and waving our hands and our arms like this. Woohoo! All right. So what we just did is taking a notice, no? Because different body parts may give us different signals or messages at the time. So for example, when we feel the butterflies in our stomach, this is where we feel na sinisikmura tayo. Maybe when we're excited or when we're anticipating an important call or event or meeting, or maybe a report that we need to make, right? And sometimes we feel certain shoulder strains, baka medyo, mabigat ba yung bag ko kanina, no? Baka pwede ko siyang bawasan muna yung laman, no? O kaya naman, Maybe if I'm feeling a little bit of headache, could it be eye strain? Could it be that I could rest my eyes for a moment? Or maybe if it's a throbbing headache, how's my caffeine intake like today? O kaya naman my number of hours of sleep. No? Do I need more sleep for this week? And so, giving ourselves that chance. No? Yes, may nakaka-relate, no? Thank you, Belle, for sharing. Sa bigat ng bag, di ba? Minsan tinitingnan ko rin, parang, may dala ba akong bato, no? So, checking in and observing, no? The contents of our bags as well. And noticing, seeing the connections of within our bodies and also the different activities and things that we do and have. Also, here, we'll be going through now some ways that we can prevent certain tensions in the body, or if we're feeling certain strains, no, some gentle movement practices lang. All right, so let's start first with circling the arms to the sides and up. Dahil medyo malapit na mag-Vermonts, imagine that we're creating or hugging a giant bibingka or any dish that yung favorite dish din nyo na pabilog, no? So this is how it goes. Circling the arms to the side and up as we inhale, and then we'll exhale, bringing the arms down. So as if you're drawing a giant circle. So let's do this together. Breathing in, circle up, and reaching for the stars, wiggling the arms, the fingers up. Woohoo! Exhaling there. Inhaling again, and as you exhale, bringing the arms down. All right. Breathing in, arms up, and slowly wiggling the arms down. Woohoo! One last inhale. And exhale. Woohoo! At this point, I'll also invite you to join me in a gentle cat and cow stretch. So cat and cow ito kasi inspired siya by, you know how sometimes, and shout out to the fur parents here, no, na, di ba when the cats, when they try to land very lightly, they round their backs, no? So I'll invite you to join me as we round our backs together, stretching our arms forward. We're going to round the back like this. And then we're going to swim our arms to the back, chest forward. This is our cow stretch. And then slowly rounding the back, cat stretch. Inhaling and exhaling, rounding the back. Inhaling and exhaling, rounding the back. All right. So this is a quick exercise that you can do in the middle of your day, just in case you would like to feel that sense of openness and just to allow blood to literally flow better through our bodies, bringing along oxygen and perking ourselves up. No? Pag medyo, minsan pakiramdam natin, I feel like I need to connect to a sense of energy or perk myself up. No, we can do that. So next would be some of our facial muscle exercises. So it doesn't have to be big movements pala, no? So I'll invite you to bring your two-piece fingers up. We're going to create circular motions from our chin to our jaw and our cheeks. So let's do this together. Circular motions from the chin to our jaw and our cheeks. Woohoo! Back to the jaw and the chin. Back to our jaw and cheeks. Woohoo! Thank you, Micah, for sharing. Yes, we can do this during our work day, no? In between the day. Tiny movements lang, diba? Ayan. Woohoo! Next would be slowly bringing our eyebrows up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And bring the eyebrows up. Staying there. And down. Wonderful. And next would be, especially when we're on our gadgets most of the time, no, we'll go for our wrist exercises. So creating a fist like this, and we're going to rotate very gently, no, our arms or our hands rather, going outside, right, rotating outward, while pairing this up with gentle breathing, and as we go inward this time. All right. Woohoo! Going out and inward. Great. So at this time, I'll also like to share the floral movement type of wrist exercise. So you're going to bring your pinkies together and then closing the palms like that, bringing the side of the thumbs together and then so para tayong gumagawa ng floral-like motion or wave-like motion. So back of the hand and then rotating back to the pinkies, palms together, side of the thumbs, and back. Alright. So just allowing our wrists to relax here, releasing any tension by the wrists. Opposite side naman, so side of the pinkies, back of the hand, and then thumb, move forward this time. Woohoo! Alright, and facing our together and hands down. Alright, so thank you for your patience with the question. Okay, so next would be, alright. So next would be our tapping techniques naman, no? So we're going to connect to some meridian points of our body. So it's similar to acupressure. So the first is side of the pinky finger here. So we're going to use our fingertips and tapping here. All right, so keeping our eyes open, gentle taps. This allows blood flow, no, to circulate throughout our bodies. Woohoo! All right, breathing in and breathing out. Great. Next would be top of hands. So I'd like you to use your fingertips, gentle taps, gentle scalp massage here. All right. So we can do this maybe before we sleep or anytime during our coffee or merienda break. Gentle taps on the scalp. Next would be our eyebrows. On top of eyebrows, gentle taps. All right. Deep breaths here. Keeping the eyes open. Next would be side of the eyes or by the temples. Gentle taps. And slowly going for below the eyes. Ayan, sa baba ng eyes natin. Alright. A little bit above the cheeks. Gentle taps as well. And next would be below the nose, above the upper lip. Gentle taps here. Breathing in and breathing out. Next would be below the lower lip. Alright. Breathing in and breathing out. Wonderful. Bring the hands on and maybe you could share with us, some of your own personal practices or favorite types of stretches during your day. Maybe you can learn from each other as well. You let us know what are some of the ways that you allow yourself to stretch. So one more with our side stretches, even if we're seated on our chairs, you can bring one hand up and leaning over or bending over to one side, keeping the chest to face a little bit towards the ceiling, and slowly back to center. Alright. Alright. And slowly lifting up the other hand and going for the other side. Woohoo! And back to center. Alright. So thank you for the patience with the connection. Okay. We'll slowly repeat that gentle stretches. So this is something you can do in the middle of the day, just for the sides of our bodies. So reaching one hand up and leaning over to one side. It doesn't have to be deep, so just a gentle side stretch. And going back to center, opposite hand up and to the other side. And just noticing how this feels. Sometimes when I do this, naririnig ko yung konting gentle cracks, no? So, ayan, that's perfectly fine. Just monitoring. If there's any sharp pain, then maybe backing off a little bit with the stretch. Okay. So at this point, we are also going to explore, no, on nourishment. And so maybe you can share with us in the comments, how many glasses of water do you drink in a day? Yeah, so cheers everyone. Let's take a moment to drink some water. Woohoo! So how many glasses of water do we drink each day? And so this is our gentle reminder that it's important to stay hydrated. No? It's not only to also maintain that sense of glowing skin, no? Pero minsan, ano rin siya, no? It's also helping us stay focused, keeping us alert when we drink water. So yes, relate din ako no, na minsan. Thank you, Belle, for sharing no, na minsan nakakalimutan na no, natin na uminom ng tubig. Lalo na kung medyo malamig, nung 'di ba nung nakaraan medyo maulan. So there are times na nakakalimutan talaga natin to. And so maybe some of you can share with us. Personally, a practice is I put it on alarm or I downloaded this drink water reminder app. Or maybe I also track it on the planner, no? So taking note, parang iba din yung feeling pag nanonote down natin siya. So taking a moment to drink some water. So yes, especially lately naman daw for Jane, no? Napakarami lately. So hope you feel better soonest as well. Yes, water is one of the best and natural ways, no, that we can connect to that sense of rejuvenation, no, and refreshment. Another is of course what we intake, no. So adding some fruits and veggies to our meals. Hindi naman to bago, pero gentle reminder lang. And we also have vitamin D, no? So, giving ourselves permission to maybe open the window, magpapaaraw tayo ng konti, no? So, that gives us a boost also, not just with our mood, no, but also natural vitamins that we receive, no, from the sunlight. Ayan. So yan, minsan puro kape na lang pala. Yes. So cheers sa mga coffee lovers, no? So salamat sa pag-share. And really, no, giving ourselves that observation lang and compassion, syempre na okay lang yan, no? As long as we balance it out, minsan pwede nating idoble na lang ng konti yung tubig, no? Ayan, after a while. So we also have eating slowly, no? So another trick when we're eating mindfully is when we eat slowly. So minsan counterintuitive siya, pero marami pa akong kailangan gawin. And diba parang, but do I have time to eat slowly? Ganyan. So what we can do is, studies have shown kasi no, na it takes around 20 to 25 minutes before we feel full or yung satiation na tinatawag or bago natin maramdaman yung busog, it takes around that time frame, no? 20 minutes. So, minsan, kung yung average eating time natin ay 5 to 15 minutes, then busog na pala tayo. Next thing we know, medyo yung feeling minsan, ay, super busog ko na pala. Ang dami ko na palang nakain that time, no? So, that is one of the techniques, no? If we take a moment to slow down. So, yes, it can be a challenge and it can be a struggle. So, no worries, it's something that we can do bit by bit. Yeah, so we have here, no, eating slowly or with eating without anything else at the same time, no. So the trick here is starting out muna with the first 2 minutes or maybe even just the first 5 minutes. So magsiset lang tayo ng alarm na okay, for the first 5 minutes lang, ito lang talaga yung gagawin ko. Nanamnamin ko yung kinakain ko today. For example, adobo. Parang, nalalasahan ko ba yung suka o kaya naman yung toyo or yung timpla ngayon ay ito siya, ganitong recipe ata yung gamit. O kaya naman malutong pala, no? This is how crunchy my meal is today. Alright? So checking in with that. And so yes, it is a bit counterintuitive, no? So tiny steps tayo. We don't have to go for the entire meal kaagad. So start muna natin sa start ng meal natin. Trying to eat a bit slowly first and then lengthening that as we go along. And another is giving ourselves that gentle break. So I invite you, as we almost cap off our segment today, we're going to stand up, go for a quick standing break, and we're going to shake or bring our arms side to side like this. So gently swing the body side to side, giving ourselves a quick standing break. Woohoo! All right. And it's also time again to take our 20-second break for the eyes. So I invite you to look away from the screen while I share a little bit more about the importance of taking our standing breaks. So studies have shown also that it's important to give ourselves that chance to stand up in between the day or maybe take a few mindful walks. And whenever we're in that loop, so yan, a few more seconds, maybe 5 more for our eye break. Okay. And so before we get into that loop again, minsan napapansin natin na we're in a state of, okay, we're on the go, parang let's go, let's do this, We're in that state of doing all the time. How do we allow ourselves to go back to being, Giving ourselves that chance to be, I am worthy, I am here, and I am calm, I am present, So slowly, that starts from awareness talaga, So becoming aware first na, pakiramdam ko, medyo rushing ako ngayon. O kaya naman, pakiramdam ko, overwhelmed ako ngayon, Or maybe I feel a bit stuck, So slowly, giving ourselves that sense of momentum. And so my challenge for everyone, and as we go through after this, would be to give ourselves a mindful walking break. So ganito siya. When we go for our mindful walking, we're going to step one at a time. So imagine that my hands are your feet, We're going to raise up one foot and notice how you're balancing on the other as you walk. So pag magbagal pala tayo naglalakad, we end up balancing on one foot at a time. So giving ourselves that permission to walk slowly, taking it one step at a time. Noticing each gesture. And dito nyo rin mapapansin na, okay, ganito pala yung paggalaw ng aking tuhod, as I walk. Diba minsan parang pag naglalakad tayo, we see it as a whole, Pero noticing each gesture and also even noticing when you step down, which one goes down first, Which part of the foot? Would it be your heel? Would it be your toes? Or maybe the arches of the feet, Or straight lang ba siya? Ayan. So noticing as we slowly take a mindful walk. And so that is my invitation for each and every one of you. After this live, we can take a quick mindful walk, just counting 20 steps, doing it as slow-mo as possible. Okay? So that is our B, the breath and the body. Now we're capping it off with letter C. So that's compassion and childlikeness. So we invite you to connect to that sense of curiosity and connect to that sense of courage within, And naturally, diba, babalik tayo sa mga ginagawa ng mga bata in a natural manner, with their bodies when we were younger. So one is, diba, children as if naka-paste yung smiles, sa face nila. And so let's start tiny with our facial muscle exercises extended version now with our different levels of smile. So let's start with the first level of smile, smiling with our lips like this. And the next level is showing our teeth, cheeks puffing out. At diba, minsan ito din yung kinukurot na yung pisngi natin. Ang cute-cute niya po lahat. Alright. And the last one is bring your eyebrows up and down and flashing your widest smile. Ta-da! Wonderful. And so giving ourselves that chance, no, to smile, because when we imagine that we're biting a pen in between our teeth like this, just placing some space in between the teeth, this signals to the brain, no, to release some serotonin and endorphins, no, giving ourselves that gentle boost, signaling the mind, signaling to the body that, hey, things are pretty much in control, no? And so as we go along, we'll also give ourselves this chance to give one another a virtual hug. So I'll invite you to stretch out your arms like this. Woohoo! And then as if giving each other a virtual hug wherever we are signing in from today. No, we are all connected to each other one way or another. Crisscrossing our arms and then holding on to our upper arms or our shoulders. Sabi po nila, we need around 4 hugs a day for survival, around 8 to 12 for optimal growth, no? And so the good news is, even if we need to follow proper protocols with physical distancing, we can give ourselves that self-hug for now, no? So gently giving ourselves a self-hug. Woohoo! And the next would be, if you have alcohol beside you, feel free to play some. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to rub. Isa pa tong classic na ginagawa natin maybe when we were younger, or reconnecting to these inner resources that we already have. So I invite you to rub your palms, connecting to that sense of warmth, no, in between your palms. And we're going to place our hands or our arms, 2 options, either over your eyes or by your shoulders, gently massaging our shoulders. So let's try that together. Rub. O, diba? Friction. Woohoo! Covering our eyes, staying here, or rub. Gently giving ourselves a gentle massage by the shoulders. So that's a gentle pinch-like motion with our fingers. All right? So whatever that looks like for you, giving yourselves that mini rub break. All right? Next would be also savoring. No? So when we give ourselves the chance to savor, whether that's drinking your favorite cup of coffee or water, so pwede rin natin to gawin ng dahan-dahan. But of course, making sure na hindi tayo mabubulunan. No? So just drinking it slowly and noticing maybe before swallowing it, keeping it in our mouth for a moment and just observing what it tastes like. Is it bitter or is it sweet today? All right? Or maybe your favorite tea. No? So whatever that is, observing and noticing that. And we can apply all of this also with our chores, no, that we need to do at home. Whether that's washing the dishes, I invite you to notice how the bubbles are starting to bubble up, no? And maybe also how the water feels like for that moment. Okay, the texture of the plates and the glasses. Okay. And also while you are folding the clothes, no, this can also be a way for us to relax, no? So combining it with our slow and steady breathing. And so my friends, as we cap off today, we invite you to remember these 3 ABCs, reminders, no? So A, awareness and appreciation. B is for breath and the body, and C for compassion and childlikeness, no? Connecting to that curiosity. Hi, Teacher Tanet. Nice to see you here. Woohoo! And so observing that and reconnecting to that, giving ourselves the chance to pause, to breathe, allow and notice, observing, okay, this is what's going on, and nourishing ourselves, no? These tools are within our reach and are already within each and every one of us. So may we remember that we are human beings, not human doings, that we are allowed to take steady breaks in between. So thank you, everyone, and may we stay healthy and calm, especially during these times. So I'd like to call Belle back. So salamat sa
Hello.
pag-join.
Hello, thank you. Thank you so much, Kimmy. Ang dami kong natutunan. So, yes, ayan. Sobrang ang gusto ko yung mga tricks and I like yung stretching. So, kanina pa ako nagsa-stretch din here. Ayan. Okay, so, thank you so much, Kimmy. So,
Thank you.
everyone, say bye muna sa kanila. Pero meron pa akong quick announcement. Ayan.
Yes.
Again, thank you so much.
Thank
Ayan.
you.
So, okay. So, guys, I just want to remind everyone na to stay connected with your body kasi important talaga na have this awareness in your body kasi yung katawan natin it serves connected siya sa emotions din natin. Sometimes it gives us the triggers that kailangan natin na alam, like for example if you're parang sinisikmura ka or something, pero parang wala ka namang kinain, sometimes connected siya to baka stress ka na or kulang ka nga sa galaw. Kaya super nice yung mga tinuro ni Coach Kimmy kanina sa atin kasi very madali lang siyang gawin, di ba? So just remember the ABCs, awareness and affection, the letter B which is the breathe and body, and C yung compassion. Gusto ko yung trick na yung smile na parang tinitrick mo yung mind mo to give you yung mga endorphin. So kailangan mo palang ngumiti. So, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you kay Emmy, thank you kay Jane, kay Tina, thank you so much. And for everyone, I just want to have this quick announcement to everyone. So, kaninang umaga, we decided to extend our experience kits promo kasi parang dapat yesterday siya nag-end, but since maraming hindi nakaabot and they wanted to sana daw paabutin pa until next week kasi sahod daw next week. So okay guys, we heard you. Kaya i-extend din namin ang promo namin until August 16. Plus guys, lahat ng mga bundles na nirelease namin for the past week, inopen na namin siya para sa inyong lahat. Para mas marami kayong choices. So ayan. So I hope you do check it out sa ilovebdj.com, yung experience kits namin, and sa crazyaboutpaper.com. So we have BDJ experience kits, Navi experience kits, everything is possible, and focus journal na experience kits. So that's it. Catch us again tomorrow para naman sa connection with your mind. So tapos na tayo, na-checkan na natin yung connection with your body. So bukas naman, same time pa rin, 2 to 3 p.m. With Coach Ning Tadena. So alam ko marami nang nakakilala sa inyo din sa kanya. So tomorrow we'll have her as our guest for a connection with your mind. So thank you guys, and have a good afternoon. Ayan.